Dr. Stephen Trokel has quite literally changed the way we look at the world. Born in 1934, a young Stephen decided that he wanted to go to school for physics. He did just that at Cornell University. Moving on after his degree in physics, he decided he wanted to go into medicine. He did that at the University of Rochester in New York. During his residency, he decided that he wanted to go on for optics. Not just optics, but ophthalmology, the surgery of the eye. He went on after his residency to work at New York Presbyterian Church, where he did his residency. And during that, he was doing clinical research when he was told that lasers were being used in ophthalmology more and more. He knew this was the future, so he wanted it. After many attempts with different lasers, he heard about a laser called the excimer laser, which was being tested at the IBM research, where it was being used for the etching of microchips. He brought in dead corneal tissue to do a little bit of research with Dr. R. Srinivasan, and then moving on after that, he brought in primates to do live surgeries. When he saw that that was a success, he went on to move with clinical trials with humans. With those, he was able to cure different diseases such as cataracts and glaucoma. This was a success because it used a cold beam, breaking down the carbon-carbon atoms, which would cause corneal ablation, the cutting of the cornea. The reason this worked so well is because it had no scar tissue and caused virtually no pain to the patient, who was awake during the entire procedure. He had to move on to different labs because IBM would no longer allow him to bring in live specimen. He had to move back to New York, and Dr. Srinivasan was let go back to London at the University of London. After many flights to the University of London, the very first live patient in surgery would be used. That was in 1988. The patient was in a car accident and had glass on the inside of her cornea. The excimer laser was used to remove that piece of glass and was a great success. The patient 15 years later had to come back for another surgery, not due to the excimer laser, but due to cataracts during old age. Once again, the excimer laser was a success for that patient. In 1995, the excimer laser was approved with the FDA in the use in America. Since then, over 400 million people have used the excimer laser for LASIK, cataract removal, glaucoma, and other ailments due to eyesight. A very recent addition to the excimer laser's very prominent history was the U.S. military's approval in their pilots for LASIK and PRK. PRK is a little bit different from LASIK, where LASIK, they put a little flap in to move the cornea to where it needs to be. In PRK, they quite literally grind the eye down to where it needs to be so you're seeing 20/20. Dr. Trokel is not only a legend in optical surgery, but is also a member of the American Board of Ophthalmology, the American College of Surgeons, the National Board of Medical Examiners, and is a member of the American Society of Cataract and Refractive Surgery and the American Academy of Ophthalmology. Though Dr. Trokel is aging, he's still a very prominent force and is still giving surgeries to this day. I had the honor of talking with Dr. Trokel recently, and he not only was telling me the benefits and the dangers of the excimer laser, but also told me his procedures. One thing he does before every patient is he pulls them aside and joins in a prayer session. Dr. Trokel also told me that it was a great honor that he was able to work with the people he continues to work with and the people that he has worked with. Dr. Trokel also told me that he has no intentions of retiring anytime soon, and that he will probably pass away before he retires. Dr. Trokel has personally done surgeries on over 400,000 people. Now that does include the people that were passed away at the time during his research. He also told me that it was a great honor that people were giving speeches on him. And Dr. Trokel did not perform that surgery in Germany, but was given credit for it because of his research. Dr. Trokel is a very prominent person in the American Ophthalmology Board and is also the president of the American Ophthalmology Board. He also has a research academy in which he is the president and founder, in which he also gives a scholarship to one lucky person who has dedicated their life to ophthalmology.
Who's next?